we ready to meet the brand which is creating comfort, style and confidence for the young girls all over country?
Present to you Deechika.
Are we ready to meet this iconic brand, people, which is not only appeared in Shark Tank India but also won the hearts of the sharks and backed the equity capital for their venture?
They were actually looking for us. So we got a call from Shark Tank team saying that, we're trying to look for you and we need you to register for this. If you look at our episode, there was a lot of, Q&A happening and a lot of, hustle happening between me, between the judges and my co-founder Malay. But it was very interesting, and the best part I felt that Namita played a great role, and till the end she was like, so it was like बहुत बोलती है kind of tag that Vani got from the show. But Namita supported that by saying कि मैं भी बहुत बोलती हूँ, and that works for us because end of the day, if you're not talking about your brand and you're not giving your counters for your brand, then what are you here for? Thank you so much, Suruchi. I was lovely interacting with you and one of the best podcasts that I've had till now.
This is a compliment. Are we ready to meet these inspiring young women entrepreneurs who have become inspiration for so many budding entrepreneurs all over country? Yes, we are at Deechika, and we are very, very proud to be a part of Deechika's journey today, which is gonna give you loads and loads of inspiration for your ventures. Well, we have the founders, Vani Chugh and Richa Kapila, who are going to be throwing limelight on how and what went to make this journey so impeccable, so inspiring for people and for themselves, and how they have faced all of the threats and created them in opportunities. Well, Odyssey of Entrepreneurs is at a very, very iconic threshold today with episode 4, season 2 with the Shark Tank India brand Deechika. And we have the founder owner Richa Kapila, who is going to be throwing some amazing wisdom, pearls of wisdom for all you guys out there on how, what and where it all happened. So are we ready to rock with this brand, and are we ready to know what goes behind making a brand a brand? Welcome to Odyssey of Entrepreneurs. This is Suruchi Dua, your host and anchor and the founder of the show, and we look forward to see all of you guys on our YouTube. So subscribe now, the channel link here, and get on it. We are rolling with Deechika today. See you then. Any company or any business run on its employees, and employees become the spine and heart of any business for that matter. The older the employees, the older is the heritage of the business. Well, we have the heart of the company with us, who's going to give us some pearls of wisdom on how Deechika has grown over the years, and he has been a witness to that. His name is Guru Pratap Singh, guys, and he is there with us to share the pearls of wisdom on our show. वेलकम टू द शो गुरु प्रताप सिंह जी. तो आप अभी हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर बहुत सारा एक्शन हो रहा है. So basically, Deechika is a lingerie wear brand which is making and producing lingerie for young girls, I know. But आप women,
rather say it's a young woman brand.
Young women, right? Like for the teenage girls, like.
Yes.
So are you guys making only for the teenage or also for the women?
Our target customers are from the age 10
10
to 25.
10 to 25.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the young Gen Z, this one is for you. And if you are looking for lingerie for yourself, then why don't you just check them out on all the marketplaces like Nykaa, Myntra, Ajio. I'm sure you guys there, and all the platforms.
We are available on platform.
And I think Amazon is their largest platform which they cater to.
Amazon, we have a major keyhold in our
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, major keyhold is on Amazon, and they give you prime delivery, and you get the delivery on the same day.
Yeah.
Right? So, wow. So, this is so nice. So, Guru Pratap Singh ji, जो ये बिजनेस है लॉन्जरी वेयर का, इसमें ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो कि हमें पता होनी चाहिए to start that business? Like,
देखिए इसमें सुरुचि जी बेसिकली इस बिजनेस के अंदर बेसिक चीज है कपड़ा, और कपड़ा जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है वो है सॉफ्ट कपड़ा फॉर द वुमेन, बिकॉज वुमेन वी everybody talk about lingerie, everybody talk about innerwear, but nobody talks about the comfort zone of the woman. तो बेसिकली हमारा जो मेन थीम एंड टारगेट रहता है, कब हम जो कुछ भी बना रहे हैं वो रहता है comfort of the lady,
comfortable lady.
comfort of the lady or the teenager whosoever is wearing our brand.
Yeah.
एंड बेसिकली हमारा उसके बाद फोकस कस्टमर केयर, और जो हर तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स जो भी हमारा कस्टमर हमें बेचता है हम उसको सर माथे पे रखते हैं, उसको जानते हैं, समझते हैं, जो गलतियां अगर हमने करी हैं उससे समझ के आगे सुधार करते हैं। और फैब्रिक के अंदर हम कोशिश करते हैं सॉफ्ट सॉफ्ट फैब्रिक यूज करते हैं, जो हम आजकल कॉटन लाइक्रा में, विस्कस लाइक्रा में यूज करते हैं, जो सॉफ्ट फैब्रिक यूज कर रहे हैं। और फोकस यही रहता है कि जो मतलब कस्टमर की जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उनको हम इमीडिएटली एड्रेस करें।
Right. Because customer is the king and he'll always be the king. So redressing what the customer is raising the concerns and then learning from them and making it a success with those variations under control is what an organization is built for. Right. And DChika is surely giving goals to every one of us by making a lingerie business for the youngers from 10 to 25 years a new goal of wearing it with the cup. Stay tuned. We have more coming up on this show. Odyssey of Entrepreneurs, episode 4 and season 2. And this is Milestone. Stay tuned for that. So with a great honor and with this awe-inspiring story, we have the founder owner of DChika, the brand which is making waves all over India for the young girls aged 10 to 25 years with their excellent lingerie products which they are producing. And I am in the vicinity sharing under the roof this visionary with us. May I have Richa Kapila with us from DChika, who is going to be sharing and spilling the beans on her journey on the brand, and so much we have to talk about.
Thank you so much, Suruchi, and thank you so much for having me. And I'm glad we are here and we're going to be sharing so much about my journey. And I'll be happy to share all my details and my journey with you.
Yeah, we would love to know. Odyssey is extremely honored to be having DChika with us. And there is so much I'm sure you guys want to know, being a Shark Tank brand and how they have got there, what were the challenges. So stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up on Odyssey of Entrepreneurs. Richa, I want to know what was the inspiration behind opening DChika and how did it started as a brand?
So inspiration was always to do something of my own and try to create a change and make something, make a difference in the industry. And we started with the innerwear. So we started with kids. We started as a kids brand, which was in 2014. And over the period of time, we realized that, what we were doing kids wear. It was a very cluttered market and there was a lot of saturation, and whatever we were doing was not really solving a problem. And it was not as such scalable to a vision that we were looking at. So in 2018, we realized that within the kids wear, there something that was missed out by the industry. And then we digged in, we tried to understand between our friends and family,
Right.
and figured out that there is this age group which is in the kids section, and which also comes in the women's section, fortunately, but was completely ignored by the industry. So what was happening that in their adolescence phase, and when we were looking at, a body changing, mothers and girls of 10, 12, 14-year-olds were either going to larger sizes in the kids category or looking for their sizes in the women's category, which we felt was completely unfair, because that is a huge age group, and India being one of the largest young countries in the world.
Yeah.
And with the youth that we have, they need to be given that, treatment, and that's, special treatment. That's, they need to be felt important in every industry.
Yeah.
So that's when we realized we started this innerwear, which was called the beginner bras.
Okay.
And that's how we introduced to the category. And we were very clear that we were not making products for kids under 10 years or 8 years, or we were not focusing on adult women's. It was only for this particular age group, which is teenager and young women. And the kind of models and the kind of body brand communication we did was completely focused on that. And that's how we moved forward.
That's superb, because one has to be very much clear about the target audience which they want to focus once they are in the market and how to penetrate. And I'm sure the brand has done its R&D enough to make us standing and, penetrating and giving it a growth. So we are very proud of you guys and your journey so far you have done. And my next question, which is coming on the way, is that what is the kind of strategy which you play in the marketplaces per se, like Myntra, Nykaa, Amazon? And according to you, which one is the best player in the marketplaces for you guys, if you talk about the marketplace? Yeah.
Sure. So marketplaces, when you talk about marketplaces in the industry, every marketplace has a different demographic and a different business language that they try to communicate for their demographic. So if you talk about Myntra is more into fashion and women-centric. Then Ajio has a different demographic. Amazon is more into essential. So when it comes to us, so every marketplace, be it Meesho, be it Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, Ajio, we are on all marketplaces that exist in India.
Right.
So for us, so when we talk about strategies, every marketplace has a different strategy, right? Because their target audience is different. The kind they operate in terms of backend, their panels, everything is different. So Amazon is a very ad-centric, informative-centric platform. There's a lot of control that we have when it comes to selling on Amazon, be it on performance marketing, be it on, listing the product, or how we want it to be listed. On the other hand, some like Myntra is very, very controlled in terms of how we want to present our market. You need to have relationships. You need to be, really bang on. You don't have a lot of control on Myntra. So it is more of organic and zero performances. So every marketplace has different strategy that we work around. And over the period of time, we've learned it over the period of time. And yeah, that's how we've cracked it.
Because I also I'm a brand owner myself, so I know and I can resonate with every word she has spoken about the marketplaces. Being a brand owner, yes, the demographics do play a very, very important role in any industry for that matter. And marketplaces do play a different language. So I completely understand what you said. Let's move on further and let's talk about the most thought about and the most talked about, and how this particular juncture, when the brand got so much of focus and so much of disclosure in public and media, is their appearance in the Shark Tank, right? So I want to know that how did you guys approached the Shark Tank, first of all? I'm sure many of you aspiring and budding entrepreneurs who want to see their brands as a part of Shark Tank India would love to know. So how do you create the strategy on Shark Tank India to nail it out? And probably you guys have bagged the equity from there, right?
Yes.
So yeah, congratulations for that, Deechika. But we want to know, Shark Tank India, how did you approach them? What was the strategy to nail out to get the equity from them?
Sure. So about approaching, so every season so we were in season 3. And fortunately, they were actually looking for us. So we got a call from Shark Tank team saying that, we're trying to look for you and we need you to register for this. And
You got a call?
yes, we got a call from there. And so that was a little different. So, when a lot of people ask me, how do we apply for that? It was the other way around. So we got connected and we registered ourselves. And generally, because I am in the Shark Tank community and I know how the processes of other people, other brands have gone through. So there are auditions that you need to.
Okay.
So we did not have auditions. So we just registered and we went for the final shoot to Bombay.
That's super.
Yeah, so that was so that happened for us. But generally, post Shark Tank as a platform, you generally register yourself. They do a due diligence of it. They ask you
Analysis and all checks are being done, and then validating that they take you first.
they understand the story, the purpose of the brand, what does the founders do, how interested and how focused the founders are, and what is the story that they carry. So they create a story out of that, and then they give a selection. So also over the period of time, the rush that Shark Tank has got is also differed. Yeah. So now, because now entrepreneur is literally everybody's breathing entrepreneurship. So and there are entrepreneurs.
So much everybody wants to be an entrepreneur as good entrepreneurs. Crazy. It's going crazy in the numbers of entrepreneur we are having in India.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to see that, but somewhere down the line, I feel like it explodes also at one point of time.
And I think it's amazing for the economy. And when I talk about entrepreneurs and then when I meet young entrepreneurs, I feel they're doing fabulous work. It's not like he's just trying to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
They are creating super products. They are creating crazy stuff for the people, and there is so much gap and there is so much in the market that can be explored. And I was just talking to people abroad and internet overseas, and I tell them, India at this point in time is the best place to be in.
yes.
And to work and do something in life, because it is amazing. And Shark Tank being such a is playing a vital role in this whole process.
Yes, they are.
Where Shark Tank is giving the platform for people to go there and making it so popular, and introducing people like us how to get there. And honestly, getting investment is just how much you believe in your product and in your brand, how much you feel. It's just one of those things that how it's more difficult to actually get a single customer buy a product than actually getting an investor, because you need. So you're doing that on a daily basis, right? You're making a customer, a common man, believe that that person needs your product, and it's amazing for them to that this brand is particularly giving them value for money.
Yeah.
For their needs. So, it's exactly the same thing that you need to put in front of your investors. So these are the 10 things that you're doing, and these are the 5 things you're not doing right now, because in the future, this is what is going to be converted into profit and how it's going to be working well for you guys.
Yeah.
So it is just about what you've done in the future, what you're doing right now, and what is your vision and your mission, which is transforming to make it a big episode for the brand. So it's just about what is the mindset of the founder and what product you're doing.
So when you enter into that place, I mean, of course, this must be a goosebumps moment for you guys in Mumbai when the final thing was happening. So you have to exhibit your products, right, on the stand. Like I mean, I've seen the show,
Yeah.
so I know a little bit about it. So who was your favorite judge there amongst the sharks? Whom you loved the most, and probably whom you. I mean, of course, you can say all, but we do not want to hear that. To hear the real one, and why?
So when we entered, we obviously exhibited the product, and Sony team member had a creative team with them who helped us, create the whole this way of the product, and also helped us with the pitch. So when we entered, we already had prepared for the pitch, which was a 3-minute pitch. Post that, there was a very organic and a no-cut Q&A round. It was completely unfiltered. And if you look at our episode, there was a lot of Q&A happening, and a lot of hustle happening between the judges and my co-founder Vale. But it was very interesting, and the best part, I felt that Namita played a great role, and till the end she was like, so it was like "बहुत बोलती है" kind of tag that Vani got from the show. But Namita supported that by saying कि मैं भी बहुत बोलती हूँ, मेरी word. And that works for us, because end of the day, if you're not talking about your brand and you're not giving your counters for your brand, then what are you here for?
Absolutely right.
So yeah,
Until you don't speak,
yes.
how will
You justify?
Of course,
And it's just telling, right?
absolutely.
So you need to, counter, and end of the day, the founders know what they're doing and why they're doing. There might be wrongs and rights, but that is a different discussion that you can have.
Right.
Because after understanding, because in every discussion, if you're meeting a person or a founder for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour, you cannot judge and understand that whatever that person is doing as a founder or the brand owner, why that person is doing and what is it that is coming up in the future.
Right.
So I think it's amazing to display your brand and talk about it. And without a doubt, I say that the Sharks are really, really great industry leaders. And
Who were there, if I may ask you? The ones, the Sharks, which were there in your season?
yeah, so we had Aman, we had Anupam, we had Amit from Kardeko, then we had Namita and we had Vinita. And for us, we now have Namita and Vinita on board with us. And yeah,
That's amazing.
so they funded us.
They funded you, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, they're on board with us now, and we meet them. They mentor us. In fact, recently we cracked Zepto. We were trying to get on quick commerce, and Vinita helped us with Zepto.
Wow. So you guys are also on Zepto now?
Yes, now we're dispatching.
You know, Blinkit?
Blinkit, we're trying to.
Okay.
I think once we because we need to send the stock. So once we settle on Zepto, our next is going to be Blink for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really... That is superb. That is so much. I mean, we were not aware of this, that Namita and Vinita are with the Chica guys. And they are the funding sources for the brand. And if I may ask you, what is the percentage? I mean,
So Vinita and Namita, we were on 40 CR was the valuation that we closed on, and they have 1% and 0.5%.
Okay.
Yeah, with them. But I think with Shark Tank, it's not more about the fund that you're raising, because we were already in the fund raising journey, and we already had Mankind Pharma Family Office in the same. We had a few series of angel investors.
Yeah.
So for us,
I will see that. You have 5% of angel investors?
Yes, we do have multiple angel investors. We have small what you call VCs with us. Then we have Mankind Pharma. But I just feel Shark Tank is more about having the industry experts, teaming with them and learning and, growing with them as a strategic partners. Yeah. And also, the 15 minutes that you get on national television, yes, plays a huge role, for the branding that your brand, carves for.
Yeah, because I've seen so many after the Shark Tank has come up in lives of people for the entrepreneurs, I've seen that the brands who have got featured on Shark Tank, even though they haven't got any funding, still they are able to get all the attention which they want from the world.
Yes.
And I think this has come up as a wonder for many brands who are even not getting the capital but yet getting the focus.
Of course, because you are on national television for 16 minutes. So there are millions and millions of people actually people are looking at your brand and want to explore. And India having such a disposable income and inquisitive, inspiring audience, everybody wants to explore new. And we sitting in the metro cities, because we have so many options, we think that, okay, what is the need? But look at the tier 2 and the tier 3. They aspire everything that is coming from the metros.
Absolutely.
And they want to explore it.
Yeah,
So there is so much that you need to offer in the country, and there is so much demand that you can capture. And if you're there on national television, like I'll give you an example of my brand. So I'll give you an example of Chica. What happened with us that before Shark Tank and post Shark Tank, the impact that we had on our business was, before we were like spending, say, 50 rupees, or 30 rupees on 100 rupee product, for example. So now we're not spending more than 10 rupees, 10 rupees, which is the conversion of the profitability, and the margins is gone much higher, because now earlier products were, the brand searches were less. Now we have a lot of brand searches. So for example, somebody wants to buy a beginner bra.
Yeah.
If they were typing beginner bra earlier, Now they're typing Dichika Bignup. Dichika Big. So no. So the brand awareness comes. There is a lot of if even if you don't get very berserk sales,
Yeah.
there you will understand that there is some impact on a deeper root level which impacts the brand.
Absolutely.
So Shark Tank as a platform does great wonders to the brand. It's just a nice push that you're already working on as a brand owner.
That's super. Well, there is something which we all want to know. Of course, you were there as a success story in season 3 of the Shark Tank. But of late, after the season 3, we in season 4, which is coming up, and a lot more.
Yes.
So there are a lot of rumors also which are coming behind the stories of Shark Tank, and people are also giving it a negative bully.
Yeah.
Right? And people are also saying that what you see on the screen is absolutely not what it is. So I don't know, maybe the beginner brands were getting that kind of a limelight. But is there a change? I don't know. I'm sure you are a part of that community.
Yes.
So is there a change in the format which was not there before, but now it's there? That's why people are feeling negative about it? Or is it more fixated? Or everything what we see is already been fixed and then shown?
Yes.
Can you share some spill beans on this?
Sure. There have been a few incidents in Shark Tank when people have not got the funding, or the funding that they were committed in the show was not converted or not matured later on. Also, there were episodes which were shot and not aired. Yeah, without any intimation. And there were brands who had stocked up for the Shark Tank episode and were into a great mess later on. And there were a lot of such issues, and some I will give you another example where we had all the content for Shark Tank, and then after they had some issue, Shark Tank and Sony Live had some issue, and they told us to remove. We can't use Shark Tank at all, which was that was after Shark Tank was the bread butter,
Yeah.
for marketing and branding, and if you calculate something like that, then what was the purpose of, and how do we use it?
So yeah.
So there were things like
They were not taking, you were not supposed to take the name of Shark Tank because brands were cashing on it.
Yes,
Getting
yes.
so much of sales because of that, right?
So for us it was very important to show that we are a Shark Tank brand, and that's the label that you get.
Absolutely.
And if you stop using that for your performance ad and other things, then that is a big
setback.
setback for
A lot of brands. Absolutely.
So that happened. But I just feel that, and if you're talking about is it very organic, is it unfiltered or not, I just feel the pitch is definitely something that is pre-rehearsed.
Really.
But the Q&A happens, and also if your deal does not get converted, it also happens a lot of times that during the due diligence, which is where they go through your complete numbers before, which is a norm for any investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so reverse to your outside Shark Tank, there is a complete due diligence that a company goes through.
True.
And at that point in time, if there is something which is not matching what was committed, then obviously the deal closes.
Yeah.
And there are business deals that closes.
That's
So it is very subjective to what kind of a situation it is.
yeah.
But why not give it a shot?
Why not give it a shot? So, guys, as far as what I've understood so far, and the gist of the entire conversation is that if you have an aspiration, if you are a budding brand, and if you feel that you need that leverage, then give it a shot. Go to Shark Tank India and be a part of it, and get the limelight for your brands, and of course, rise and shine. Odyssey of Entrepreneurs Season 2, Episode 4 with Deechika, now live. Stay tuned for more. Wow, that was such a thrilling session which we are having with Richa, and I'm sure you guys are having a lot more to ask. Well, my next question which goes to Deechika is, what is the product segment you have in presently which you're catering to, and how far are you working on the sustainability, that is the environment sustainability on these products? And how you're contributing to the environment as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So within the industry, in the innerwear industry, we as a brand, we're creating products, which is the innerwear product for this particular age group, where we have panties, we have beginner bras, then we have camisoles, cycling shorts. We have those basic bras, but a bigger motive as Deechika that we serve, and we're trying to communicate through our social media and the different products that we do are, one of it is our sustainable period care collection, where we're trying to create a conscious living effort from the innerwear category, where we have reusable period panties. So reusable period panties, then reusable sanitary pads.
What's that? I want to know this.
Yeah, so it's a great product, and it is basically period panty that that is leak proof, and it's lab tested, is antimicrobial, and you can use it in your period days, and it will not it will not let your, it will not leak at all, and it goes for 8 to 10 hours. You can just use it, and then you can wash it.
You can wash it.
Yes, you can wash it, dry it, and use it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I wasn't even.
So, and the same thing goes with the pads, with the sanitary pads. It's the same thing.
You are producing sanitary pads
Yes.
as well?
Yes.
Oh, I would love to see the product.
Of course, I can actually show it to you. So what they do, they're reusable, absolutely, and they're lab tested. And what they do is that you can just use them as a normal sanitary napkin. And once you use it, you can just rinse it off, wash it. If you want to rinse it off with water, and then you can use it, and you can wash it again in the washing machine, and then dry it and use it again.
Washing machine you can use.
So you just rinse it off. So how we do it, because it's lab tested and it's a deep R&D product, we've also tested that, in the 6 months wash or 6 months use or 8 months use, if you tear the product, it's absolutely clean inside.
Wow. Yes. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So, as far as I wasn't aware of this part, well, they have the range of products which is completely sustainable, guys. And they are having reusable period panties, which is washable.
Yes.
Right?
And
they're also into sanitary pads, which I wasn't aware till now. So Deechika is not just about innerwear. There's a lot more segments they are catering right now. And well, we would love to see the products and see how sustainable they are.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. So stay tuned, guys. We have a lot more coming up on the show, and stay tuned. Sales is a very, very indispensable part of any business to survive. Well, my next question to Deechika is that what is their sale and distribution channels, online and offline? And what are the ways they are doing it all over country?
Great. So, Suruchi, we have always been a marketplace first brand.
Okay.
We're a digital brand, but within the digital space, we always used to be marketplace first. Amazon is still the highest contributor in the business right now for us. We are working towards our D2C, so it does have a certain percentage of sales contributing. Apart from that, we are also working on the CSR of the business for the brand. And thirdly, we are also offline. So we do offline to distribution. Yeah, so we do offline to distribution channel, and we also create direct retailers through different YouTube platforms. Okay, so what we do is we just try to create more and more resellers. So anybody who is
Reseller,
yes,
resellers, yeah.
Yes, we're creating a network of resellers. Deechika comes in, and we take care of an authentic product quality that we offer you. We create all the logistics, distribution, packaging, everything is taken care by us. We just have to place the order.
We just have to place the order and create.
And we can just, dispatch it to your doorstep. Everything is taken care of. A product is there for you. Everything is support in terms of marketing support is given by us. So all the content is shared by us. So you can sit at home and start a business right away.
Wow, this is very, very interesting.
So these are the different models, distribution and sales models that we operate on.
So I was aware of Deechika being an online brand, but guys, they're also offline, and it is, I would contemplate this conversation as Deechika is a meta universe which is creating many other budding entrepreneurs who want to start their business and who have the bare minimum capital to begin, and they do not want to take that risk of going into huge amounts in numbers. So guys, if you are wanting to be a part of a business of innerwear where you do not want to invest a lot of money, but yet you feel that this business has a lot of potential, then approach Deechika. And where can we approach you?
You can have all the details. I can give Suruchi all the details. We have a customer care number. We can WhatsApp you the catalog, and it's very easy. We share a catalog. We share the QR code. You can just order the sample kit by a QR code. It will be delivered to you. It'll take like 5 minutes, and you can start a business sitting at home.
Lovely. Wow. So business creating many more businesses and giving so much of work and employment to the country. This is wholesome work of a brand, and Deechika is doing some great work not just in Delhi, I would say in India. And brands like such really needs to come up for on the screen, like coming on our show, Odyssey of Entrepreneurs. And well, spilling these bins has given a lot of information, and I'm sure you guys have got a lot of learning as much as I have got today. So thank you, Richa, for everything. We have got a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom from you.
Thank you so much, Suruchi. I was lovely interacting with you, and one of the best podcasts that I've had.
Oh, this is a compliment. This is really a compliment for us. Thank you very much.